A group of friends visited the hospital to see their sick friend, Neha, but as they were leaving, they witnessed a terrifying scene. A doctor pushed a stretcher toward the elevator, covered with a white sheet that clearly hid the body of someone who had just passed away. The group stood frozen, staring until the stretcher disappeared into the elevator. Only after the doors closed with the sound of the wheels did they finally snap back to reality. When they reached Neha's room, she shared something chilling. She said many elderly patients were staying in that ward. They all seemed perfectly fine at first, but for some unknown reason, they would suddenly die. In fact, an elderly patient from the same ward had passed away just a short while earlier. That's when they realized the body they had just seen was probably that patient. Later that night, they left the hospital to head home. As soon as they stepped into the elevator, a cold gust of wind swept through it. At the same moment, the elevator shook slightly, as if someone invisible had just entered. Terrified, none of them dared to speak. Without saying a word, they instinctively moved aside, leaving space for an unseen passenger. They expected the elevator to stop at the ground floor, but instead it continued down and stopped at basement level 1. When the doors opened, they found themselves staring directly at the hospital morgue. Before they could process what was happening, the elevator shook again, this time as if someone had just stepped out. They nervously wondered if the person on the stretcher had somehow entered the elevator with them. Before anyone could finish the sentence, the morgue door slowly began to open on its own. Panicking, they repeatedly pressed the elevator buttons, but nothing happened. Then a dark figure appeared at the entrance of the morgue. Just then, the elevator doors finally started closing, but halfway through, they suddenly stopped.